The problem in maintaining a work-life balance with business becoming more and more global is that we don't notice how work inexorably creeps into our private lives. So the first step, I think, is some self-awareness, sensing and taking control of the fact that work life is creeping into our private lives and trying to push back, but push back in a way that works for you and works for your company. Because if you do it otherwise, it's not going to work. If a manager came to me and said, we're in a crisis, and I had to give advice to him and his team, I'd say, first manage yourselves and your reactions to the crisis. Then you can manage the crisis better. I think that day-to-day work, keeping a team motivated, is crucial to their performance. And that means that for a leader of a team, the best approach, I think, is to look in yourself and think, what matters to me about what we're doing, and to articulate that as a shared vision, because if it works for you, it's likely to resonate with everyone else on the team, and that raises motivation. If you're wondering what highly productive people have in common, I don't really look to personality traits. I look to emotional intelligence competencies. I think highly productive people have in common a high level of self-management. They're able to keep focused on the task at hand. They're able to keep focused on a long-term goal and ignore the distractions that would take them away from that. And they're able to put a positive spin on setbacks and obstacles so that they can keep motivated, keep going. I think there are some key life skills. I don't know if there's a certain number, 5 or 3, but one of them for managing a team is to first manage yourself. If you don't manage yourself, then you won't have the attentional bandwidth, you won't have the energy, and you won't have the right emotional tone to manage a team. So first thing is take care of yourself. The second thing is to tune into the other people on the team as people. Where are they? Empathize with them. How do they think? How do they feel? Let them know you care about them. And then after that, it's establishing group norms that will keep a team highly productive. But you can't get to the third step unless you get to the first 2. There's a set of competencies we find in the emotional intelligence research that help people with self-mastery, which is fundamental. Leaders first have to lead themselves. So it involves, for example, self-awareness. If you're self-aware, then you can go the next step, which is managing your disturbing, distressing emotions, the ones that get in the way of getting the job done. And then there's keeping your eye on the goal. That drive to achieve, and also along with it, this positive outlook, being able to handle setbacks. And I think finally there's adaptability. We find in our research that being adaptable, that single competence predicts long-term success in career, satisfaction in career, and life satisfaction.